What's up, guys? Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you my Extreme Rules preview and predictions. And yes, I'm not doing a Raw review tonight. I was sitting there watching Monday Night Raw. Literally just sitting there watching the show. And this is what I was saying to myself. Holy shit, I'm pretty much getting Extreme Rules for free. They showed Triple H and Brock Lesnar fighting in a cage. Team Hell No was already fucking fighting the Shield in that six-man tag elimination. I was just thinking to myself, why do I want to review this show? Most of the matches on the card, I've already talked about millions and millions of times on Raw reviews. Some of the stuff that I've seen on the show, I'm pretty much going to just repeat myself saying in the Extreme Rules predictions and previews video. So pretty much, I'm just going to do the predictions and preview video tonight, and you'll pretty much get my thoughts on what I've thought about the last edition of Monday Night Raw. So hopefully this is a good substitute for you guys. Let's get started with this preview and predictions. Hey guys, don't worry, we're getting back to the Extreme Rules preview and predictions, but I just wanted to tell you guys something. My friend Luke Foster, that I've known for many, many years, his sister Jennifer, really talented singer. I believe she was on the TV show Glee, if you guys follow that show. She recently opened up trying to do an EP. She's has a Kickstarter and everything, and if you guys are down to support that, go check it out. The link will be in the description. Annotation, I'll have it there. Check it out. I like her stuff. I made a pledge, so I hope you guys do too. If you don't want to, all good for me. So let's get back to talking about pro wrestling. I think The Miz has the longest record for being on the most pre-show matches in the history of the WWE. How many pre-shows has this guy been on? Like 5 at least. So he's facing Cody Rhodes in the pre-show match. Honestly, don't know, but I think The Miz will win this match. I honestly don't care what they do with Miz or Cody Rhodes at this point. Mainly because Miz has just come back from filming a Christmas movie, and Cody Rhodes is just some dude with a mustache right now. What the fuck happened to these guys? They looked like they were big stars in 2011. Now, they're pre-show openers. Yeah, just think about that, people. So like most, Extreme Rules matches, they're either like continued off of WrestleMania or rematches from WrestleMania. Here's our first WrestleMania rematch. Fandango is taking on Chris Jericho. And in all honesty, I've been loving the Fandango and Chris Jericho feud. I felt like they have executed it very, very well throughout the, weeks leading up to it. The dance-off, although kind of disappointing, I kind of wish they went a little bit further with the dancing there. I really liked how they introduced Summer Rae into the segment. I thought that was a good way to introduce female ballet for Fandango. Someone that's going to be involved a little bit in some of his matches, but not too much involved where you forget about Fandango himself. In all honesty, I really like this move. I hope that Fandango goes over here, but if he doesn't and Chris Jericho wins, and I can understand if they need Chris Jericho to win, because in all honesty, they want to try to get as much out of Chris Jericho in big-time feuds for the title. So I can honestly see them having Chris Jericho go over here. But for my prediction, I'm saying it's going to be Fandango. I think Fandango will go over here. I expect a solid match between these two. I've been enjoying the feud, and I expect a solid match nonetheless. And I'm wondering what the stipulation going to be added to this match to make it extreme. Now, this is what I like to call an under-the-radar feud. I really have been kind of enjoying this feud. Very under the radar. Sheamus versus Mark Henry. In all honesty, I felt they have done some good stuff on TV. Some of it is kind of like, I don't really need to see them tug of war or arm wrestle. But when Mark Henry's fucking carrying a damn truck with a strap, that's pretty legit. I really do feel that sometimes, though, they touched way too much. They've been already beating each other way too much. I understand with the strap match, they're going to be closer, so I expect it to be a really good big man match between these two, beating each other up and stuff like that. But even then, I'm just like, why did they touch so much in this feud? I know it's two big men, but they've touched a lot. They've always ended their, segments and brawls, and each guy has one-upped each other. I mean, I think it's a very good under-the-radar feud, but as for the winner of this match, I would like to think that Mark Henry should go over here, so that way we don't have a bunch of faces winning on the card. But Sheamus does need momentum for during the summertime if they want to feature him in a big time feud with Dolph Ziggler for that World Heavyweight title belt. So I could understand if they want to keep Sheamus to get a win here. But I think Sheamus can afford a loss here, and I'm going to predict Mark Henry to win this match. If you really think Big Show is going over Randy Orton, let me tell you guys something. You're dead wrong. Randall Keith Orton is going to beat the Big Show in this Extreme Rules match. For the match and the feud itself, don't really care. They made Big Show turn face, turn heel again. And Randy Orton is not going to change. Sadly. Yeah, Orton should win. That's all that matters, right? Randall Keith Orton. Random United States title match is random. But am I fine with Dean Ambrose facing Kofi Kingston? Yeah, I wish there was a little bit more to the build-up, in all honesty. I thought that this could actually be a big-time feud for both guys. It also helps Dean Ambrose a lot because a lot of people are really high on him and think that he's going to become the huge single guy out of the Shield, and rightfully so. With this match right here, I haven't seen these guys wrestle each other, so if they have wrestled on SmackDown, good for them. I'm not going to watch it because I'm going to be excited seeing this match for the first time. As for build-up and everything else, I really don't feel anything about it. A lot of people may think that Dean Ambrose will walk away with the title here, but I really think that they gave Kofi Kingston the U.S. title for some good... No, fuck that. I say that every time. They give Kofi Kingston a mid-card belt for some good reason, and it turns out to be nothing. Dean Ambrose is going to win this fucking belt. They ain't going to do shit with Kofi Kingston. They ain't going to do shit. If Kofi Kingston wins, I'll be surprised as hell if he wins. Personally, we knew this match was going to happen right after WrestleMania. It was kind of obvious when Team Hell No went to help The Undertaker from The Shield. My only problem with that is how much Hell No has wrestled The Shield. You know, in all honesty, I like it when a match is coming in, and I don't really see these two teams really wrestle all too much. One-on-one matches between the two teams, fine by me, kind of like what they were doing with that shitty feud no one cared about, that they just ended abruptly because they knew no one cared about it. Brodus Clay and Sweet Tea versus Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow. Kind of like that, but it's just like we've seen these two teams, you know, tag team so much against each other. It's kind of like I've already seen this match for free. It kind of ruins my excitement seeing this match. I already know what Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins can do with each other in the ring. I know what Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan can do with each other. I know what Seth Rollins and Kane can do with each other. I know what Roman Reigns and Kane can do with each other. So really, to be honest, my excitement for the match, not so high. And also with Monday Night Raw, when you saw the Shield, you know, eliminate Kane and Daniel Bryan. Now, Kane, I know, got disqualified, but Daniel Bryan got pinned here. And to me personally, it's kind of saying, you know, the Shield is kind of better than Hell No. They're up 2 against Hell No. And you're kind of saying, you know, it's in the Shield's advantage. And that makes it where Daniel Bryan and Kane are the underdogs. So does that mean Daniel Bryan and Kane win here? I hope that's not the case. I hope the Shield can pick up the tag team belts, but I almost feel they want to stretch out Team Hell No until Payback to have it where they drop the straps there. I don't think they want the Shield to win the belts that early because normally you guys got to think. They always do this where sometimes that underdog, you know, that hasn't really done shit throughout the buildup of the feud. Because in all honesty, I feel Team Hell No is not really doing much into the feud. I feel the Shield is doing much more. But with those losses they have with the Shield, against the Shield, I really do feel that Team Hell No, in all honesty, might retain the tag team titles here. I'm predicting the Shield. I'm hoping the Shield will win, but I can see WWE going down the route where the Shield loses and then wins it at the next pay-per-view, which is most likely could happen. But I'm hoping that the Shield can pull through. Believe in the Shield, damn it! When it is all said and done, we all know who will be the true #1 contender in an I Quit match between Alberto Del Rio and Jack Swagger. Originally a triple threat ladder match, a huge concussion suffered by Dolph Ziggler made it to where he cannot compete at the pay-per-view. And I'm glad WWE is handling this where they're keeping Ziggler, you know, out of the match. They're not stripping him of the world title. They're finishing the feud of Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger really strongly. Because my problem with that ladder match was it was a cheap way for Ziggler to win that match. It was so cheap because Ziggler doesn't get to pin anyone. He could just be laying outside. They would have made it really, really chicken shit heelish of him just grabbing the world title last second. Yeah, he would have performed well, but even then, it's still very cheap. You got to make him look strong as your world heavyweight champion, baby. And so when I was thinking about it, Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. Perfect match to end the feud. Winner gets the #1 contendership shot. I like it. Most likely Jack Swagger saying, I quit. And I don't know if he's saying, I quit to Del Rio causing pain to him or to smoking weed. Probably the first option. But yeah, the first option. It's time to play the game. The game. Triple H is here. Once again, facing Brock Lesnar. Alright, enough with the Triple H impression. I think you guys get it. Triple H is facing Brock Lesnar in a steel cage match, baby. I like the build-up to this match better than the WrestleMania 28 build-up. 29. Better than the SummerSlam build-up. This has been great. But my fear is that this steel cage match won't live up to its expectations. And it's such a shame. Because a lot of people don't understand, some wrestling fans don't understand why there needs to be blood in certain matches. Some people just want blood because they're just so obsessed with blood and they just think like, oh yeah, blood is everything, blood is everything. But there's some wrestling fans out there that say, you need blood in this match to show how personal it is. Without one guy looking like shit, it's really hard to say like, oh fuck, he got his ass kicked. One guy is going through like hell and back in a steel cage match, and he comes out and he looks like a normal human being. It's not believable. It's just like he just got grinded into the steel cage and he's looking fine. No. See, the thing is with Triple H versus Brock Lesnar, they need to bend the rules here. They need to have blood. They need to have something to tell the story where when Triple H gets his ass kicked, and yes, I think Triple H will lose this match because they need to have Brock Lesnar bigger and stronger for other bigger names down the line, a.k.a. The Rock. I feel that Brock Lesnar will just, beat Triple H in this match. I feel that, they're pretty much going to make it into an MMA style match. Have Lesnar be the favorite in this match because it's steel cage, UFC's in a cage, all that BS. If it becomes an MMA style match, you will expect a rant. In my Extreme Rules review, I don't give a shit if people say it was different. I view MMA and professional wrestling totally different. Professional wrestling is entertainment. MMA is a real life sport. You can't do suplexes in MMA. Well, you can do suplexes, but they don't sell it. I mean, you can't do an F5 in MMA. It's not like Brock Lesnar can whip anyone and F5 them. That type of deal. It's just that to me personally, I view MMA wrestling differently. So if I see this becoming like a wannabe MMA match, you will see me rant on it. If it actually turns out to be a good, bloody, brawly, steel cage match that I expect out of it, but between a great storyteller and Triple H and a really good worker in Brock Lesnar, then you'll hear some good praise from me in this match. I'm really excited to see this match. I really hope that it delivers to the hype, and I feel that this one could be their best match out of the trilogy that these guys have had in the middle of the ring. Now we get on to the WWE Championship match. I don't know which match is going to main event between Triple H and Lesnar or the WWE title match. If the WWE title match is going on in the middle of the show, I guarantee I think Ryback will win that match. If it is the main event, I feel John Cena is walking out. I hope Ryback wins this match. They turned him heel for some reason, right? There's a reason why he's a heel. There is a reason. Have him win this fucking belt. Especially after what you saw on Monday Night Raw tonight, where he hit the chair on Cena's ankle. Have him win this match. It's a last man standing match. Cena's not going to get pinned. Don't have some duct tape fucking bullshit. I don't need to see that shit again. Have Ryback win this match. I know Cena just won the belt, but you know what? Make it where Ryback injures Cena. And have it where Cena takes time off. You can have Ryback do a great job as your WWE champion as a big time heel. Or have it where at Payback, Cena loses again. I don't know. Because if John Cena wins the belt, guys, being dead serious here, I honestly don't know if I'm going to really be invested that much into professional wrestling. I love professional wrestling. I've been a professional wrestling fan for many years. And Ryback was one of the things that I felt WWE was doing really, really right, besides losing the pay-per-view matches. But when they turned him heel, and you guys notice, that's really where I was just like, why? And I was trying to figure it out. Why did they turn him heel? Why is a character that is so over, that got a stupid chant like "Feed Me More" chanted throughout arenas, why is that guy turning into a bad guy? Why can't Cena be the bad guy? I don't know. I have to see how that match ends. In all retrospect, I have to see how it ends for me to really give a proper judgment about where I stand. But I would love it to see if Ryback won this match. I'm predicting Ryback, and that prediction is not going to change, folks. I'm going to keep it that way. And I hope you guys understand. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me title. Ryback for champ. So to wrap everything up, I'm a little bit excited for Extreme Rules. I think it's going to be a solid show. Extreme Rules always is a solid show because we got a lot of hardcore matches, and normally people perform well in those hardcore matches. Looking forward to see how the feuds end and how they're going to continue on to Payback. In all honesty, I think that the WWE has done a pretty solid job promoting Extreme Rules, but not really the greatest job. I feel like the Go Home show for Raw was really lame, and I feel that Extreme Rules may hurt because of it. But in all honesty, I'm just going to go in there and hope for the best and hope that, you know, we see something different come out of the WWE. I would love something different and something fresh, you know. Hey, you know, even though TNA has not been doing a great job with Bully Ray as world champion, at least they have given them the shot, and I would like to see something different, especially if Ryback's champion. Be kind of funny having like one guy with a beard and a beanie on one show, on the main show, and then Bully Ray, he wears a beard and a beanie. I don't know, I'm just rambling there. But overall, Extreme Rules, yeah, sort of excited for it. Tell me down below what you guys think of Extreme Rules. Who do you think is winning all the matches? Like this video if you like me. Send in your questions for the Q&A, either inbox or Twitter, and I'll answer those soon. Just know finals week is coming up. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe down below by clicking the little icon. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. It's hot as hell here in California. I have a sunburn. I'm going to bed. Peace!